Hi, I'm Dr. Deb Sandella, founder of the REM Institute and author of Goodbye Hurt and Pain. So today I am going to show you a very quick and easy way to access your intuition, and especially in relationship to a question, an issue, or a problem. Now, as a culture, we are habitually left brain. We're very attached to logic and linear problem solving. However, because we do that so much, we're not very accomplished at accessing intuition through the right brain. And so what intuition is to know something without actually knowing how you know it. So we can see where it seems a little evasive. However, we all are equipped with what we need to be able to access intuition, and that is imagination. So we all have an imagination. We're all born with it. It's not complicated. It's very, very simple, and it translates the symbolic language of feeling, of sensory input, of metaphor, of poetry, these kinds of creative processes that go to a whole different level of understanding and sharing information. It translates all of that for us into something we can understand just like that. And so when you have a problem, you can ask your imagination to bring an image that represents that issue or that problem. So for example, there was a woman who had gone through a difficult divorce. She had met a new man she really liked, and she really wanted it to work out, but they were running into some conflict and some tension. So we asked for an image from her imagination that would represent the issue in that relationship. And what popped into her mind was this man standing on a TV table trying to balance. And anybody who knows what a TV table knows, it is not to be stood upon. It's very wobbly. And she immediately started laughing and she said, "Oh my gosh, this is what he's been trying to tell me. I have been expecting the impossible from him." And it is true, I have been very demanding because I don't want to recreate what happened in my first marriage. So then we asked for another image from her imagination that represented what the two of them looked like in a very healthy relationship. And what she saw was the two of them dancing, slow dancing on the dance floor. And as she noticed that image, it was like they were moving as one. They were very connected with each other and anticipating each other's moves and flowing together. And as she saw that, it felt very safe and very comfortable. So to anchor it further, we had her move her attention into being herself in that dancing couple and to actually experience it as real. Imagine experiencing it as real, which allows an emotional memory to anchor in the nervous system. And that gives you memory that you can fall back on, that you can remember. So it creates a whole feeling in the body as if this has already happened, as if it is true. That's very different than looking at it from afar and not experiencing it. So sometimes when we ask for an image shows up that doesn't make sense. And so we need a little more help from imagination to translate it. So for instance, this morning I was doing a group REM and I asked for myself for an image that would help me understand how to share REM, which is the technique that I created over the last really more than 20 years. That stands for Regenerating Images in Memory. And the image that showed up was this beautiful pair. And it was just perfect. It was just the right juiciness and softness and yet still having texture. And so I saw it, but I didn't really understand how that translated, what that meant for me. And so I moved my attention over into the pear. And my imagination immediately took me into the seeds. So as I sat in the seeds and imagined being the seeds inside of this juicy fruit, I became very aware that as the seed of Ren, that I already have in me, it's already down in my DNA, what is needed in order to pass it along to others and have them duplicate the ability to access the organic system in a very successful way for themselves and others. And what was really quite helpful was that as the seeds, I'm not unique. I'm not the only one. That everyone can have the seeds. All those who are interested can become part of the learning about Ren. And then they take it further into other places, into other communities, into other groups where more and more people can benefit from the juiciness of it. And that it is an organic and natural process. Now that was really important to me because that is the nature of the RIM process to begin with. It's a tool for us to awaken the organic emotional operating system that we're each born with and learn how to operate it for ourselves so that we're more successful, happier, healthier, and that the way that it goes out is similarly organic and natural. And so thank you for being with me today. And the next time that you have an issue, a question, a decision, try it. Play with your imagination and ask for an image. And if you don't get quickly what the image means, go ahead and move your attention into it and imagine being that image and see what intuitive understanding and meaning actually just rises up and comes to you organically and naturally. So thank you again, and I look forward to being with you.